The beach. Soft sand soothes beneath. Tempestuous water sparkles. Serenity breathes. It's time to write a haiku. Alright, so what exactly is a haiku and what's the point in writing one? A haiku is a traditional Japanese form of poetry where there are a set number of lines and a set number of syllables per line. More specifically, 5 syllables in the first line, 7 syllables in the second line, and then 5 syllables in the last line. Why write one? Well, it really makes you think about your word choices. Here's an example of one. In tickly toe grass, a buttercup offers up yellow nose kisses. Let's count the syllables just to be sure. In tickly toe grass, 5. A buttercup offers up, 7. Yellow nose kisses, 5. 5, 7, 5. Got to remember that, otherwise it's not going to be a haiku. So where do you start with writing a haiku? Well, haikus are normally to do with nature or the environment. So I was thinking of somewhere where I missed the beach. And I know some of you are missing there too. So I just mind mapped everything I knew about the beach, and I've already got that here with me now. Have a look. I identified the main themes that I wanted in my haiku, 3 lines, maybe 3 different topics, and some cool words. And then I just set about writing some cool sentences, not really concentrating anything at all on how many syllables were in my initial sentences. And that's pretty much where I'm up to now. I've got my cool sentences, but need to adapt them because I'm only allowed to have 5 syllables in the first line, 7 in the second line, and 5 in that last line. I'm going to have a play around and see if I can come up with some just shorter, more succinct sentences, and we'll build it from there. Let's have a look. Alright, so let's just have a little look at this. And I've got 3 little areas here just to do some practicing or some editing. Straight away I can see that this subordinating conjunction, it's not really adding anything. What do I want? That's going to be nice and powerful. It's about the sand, so I'm going to need that word. Feet, maybe aching feet. I'm going to run out of syllables. The free horizon. I think if this is going to be about the sand, I'm going to have to edit this pretty drastically. So let's go with, I'll just edit it a little bit to start with. Glistening, let's go with glistening hot sand. I'm not going to worry too much about the syllables to start with. I'm just going to chop it down. So I'm going to go with glistening hot sand soothes my feet. I like that. What do I got next? Salt-scented, that's 3 syllables. Don't worry about this. Tempts me, tempestuous, 575. So this is going to be a little bit longer. Let's go with, we're going to have something to do with water, so we're going to definitely include that. I do like salt-scented. Tempting, tempestuous. Let's go with tempestuous water. but I like horizon as well. I'm going to kind of combine these words now, so I'm going to go with tempestuous water, so change that into an adjective. Tempestuous water. What does the tempestuous water do to the rolls to the horizon? Tempestuous water rolls to the horizon. That's really nice. Don't pick on me for my Zs. Serene freedom envelops me. Oh, I do like that. Serene freedom. Let's just go with serenity envelops me. Serenity envelops me. Serenity envelops me. Oh, that's quite nice. I like that as a little poem now. Glistening hot sand soothes my feet. Tempestuous water rolls to the horizon. Serenity envelops me. A cool little poem. Is it a haiku? I doubt it, because I haven't paid attention to my syllables really. I was just concentrating on good vocabulary and getting some sort of more succinct sentences together. So let's just count through that first line and see how many syllables we have. Why don't you do it for me? Glistening hot sand soothes my feet. I count 8. Next one, go for it. Try and beat me. Tempestuous water rolls to the horizon. I've got 11 for that. And the last one, go for it. I've got 8 again, so I'm following some pattern, but it's not 575, so I'm going to need to edit it. So straight away what we can do is look for any pronouns and get rid of them, any sort of little words that don't really add anything. We've only got a set number of syllables to use, so get rid of anything that's sort of extra or not needed or superfluous. There's a good word for you. So let's look at that first one. My pronoun, don't want it. Listening is taking up 3 syllables as well. We've only got 5, so as much as I like it, let's get rid of that. What else do we have here? Tempestuous water rolls. To and the. We don't like, that's 2 syllables we've used up of our 7. And here's another pronoun as well. So let's see what's happened if we just sort of put that in as well. Let's go down to this other little section. So purely just stealing what we're left with now. Our poem reads, hot sand soothes feet. Hot sand soothes feet. Still kind of makes sense. Tempestuous water rolls. This one doesn't quite make sense because we've got rolls horizon. And then our last one says serenity envelops. Alright, so now we can go and have a look how many syllables we've got. And I'm going to edit that some more. Let's have a look. Hot sand soothes feet. We've got 4 syllables there, so we can add one. Tempestuous is 3. Water is 2, so that's 5 already. Rolls horizon. This one doesn't quite make sense. Tempestuous water rolls horizon. That's 9 to my count. So that's going to need some editing. We might have to get rid of one of these big words, horizon or tempestuous. It's probably going to be horizon because the water is tempestuous as well. This is describing something else, so it's another thing. And serenity envelops. Serenity. That's 4 already. So we've only got one other word. It has to be a 1-syllable word. So we've got 2 to, let's just get rid of horizon and see what we're left with. Tempestuous water rolls. That's only 6, so we can add in something else. What does the tempestuous... Let's get rid of rolls, because that's quite a boring verb now. Tempestuous water. What does the water do? The water... Let's just have a look back at my list. The water sparkles. That's nice. Let's put that in and see what happens. Tempestuous water sparkles. Edit that in. So, serenity... What does the serenity do? 1 syllable. Serenity... Oh, I'm going to personify it. Serenity breathes. Serenity breathes. That's only 5. Tempestuous water sparkles. That's 7. Okay, I've got my 5 now. I've got my 7 now. Hot sand soothes feet. Hot. That's kind of a boring. I like this alliteration here. Sand soothes. And feet. Feet, that's kind of... What sort of sand? So is there a S? Is there a something, an adjective that starts with S, so I can further that a little? Oh, just soft. Not the best adjective, but I get extra alliteration. Soft sand soothes. Soft sand soothes. I've got 2 syllables remaining. My feet. My feet. So, what if we just put beneath? Soft sand soothes beneath. That's 5 syllables. Okay. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to write that up as a good copy, do a little bit of artwork, illustrations in the background, but I'm going to flip it into warp speed so that this video moves on a little bit. So there's my haiku. I'm quite proud of it. Now it's over to you, and I would use the same sort of method. 1, think of a topic. 2, just brainstorm all the ideas, all the vocabulary you can think of. 3, choose sort of 3 areas or your best vocabulary you have. 4, write some sentences. Don't worry about the number of syllables. 5, redraft it. Then count the number of syllables you've got. And then sort of purple pen or edit that to get the perfect number of syllables. Remember, 5, 7, 5. And you'll have yourself a great haiku. That's all we got for now in Macland. Join me again next time. Peace out.
Click on the banner to subscribe to the channel and make sure you turn on the bell to receive notifications of when new videos are posted.